Could Cardano NFTs eventually take over not only Ethereum's market cap for the NFT volumes, or just in general lead this space of blockchains for NFTs? Today's video, we're going to be going over a very good set of data on why I think that maybe they can overcome other blockchains and lead the space for NFTs in terms of which blockchain will do the most volume or bring the most people in on the NFT spectrum. First things first, if you want to support the channel or just earn passive aid on your ADA, you can stake with the Jack stake pool. In today's video, we're going to be going over a brief thread from Goofy Crisp on Twitter. If you want to follow them and check out this thread and show some support, feel free to do so. I will leave the tweet link down in the description so you can support Goofy Crisp. Thank you, Goofy Crisp, for this amazing thread, which we're going to dissect today. Now, Cardano NFTs are pretty new still. They've only been around for just over a year, and compared to Ethereum NFTs and Solana NFTs, they don't have nearly as much volume, although things are creeping up, and they are the third most blockchain volume for NFTs out there. And we'll go over some more data and show you what's going on at Cardano right now, starting with the start of this thread, which is that the fact that there has only been smart contracts for a little while in Cardano, and over that little while there's already 5.3 million tokens on chain and 1,017 projects in development, probably a lot more if we count all of the NFTs, and every single one was actually accounted for, so probably even more than that for NFTs especially. But this also is just in general community, social, dexes, oracle, metaverses, and other gaming projects. There's over 1,000 projects actively building on Cardano. Now, compared to Ethereum, that may be a bit of peanuts, but in terms of how new things are in Cardano, especially smart contracts, this is very, very good. And the current sentiment with other smart contract blockchains isn't so great, especially for something like Ethereum proof of stake, where things are taking a lot longer than expected. And people would always bash Cardano for taking long and having delays. And yes, we do have a month delay on Visceral hard fork, but I'm fine with that. It's only a month. And devs do worry about a lot of things like lack of security and robustness. People are, even now I see tweets, learning Haskell, and they're an ETH developer. So there is a lot of people coming from Solana or Ethereum that realize with these outages and these delays that Cardano already has a proof of stake blockchain, and it works really well, and it is very decentralized. Especially so for just a store of value in general. If Cardano is worth, $100 billion, or Ethereum's valuation, we want something secure. Ethereum, Cardano, I think Ethereum's a lot better than Solana for security. If you have your assets on Solana and Solana goes down, and you can't access your assets, period. You want something that never happens, and you want something that is especially decentralized if there's other major catalyst events to try to take a blockchain down and also bring the NFTs on the blockchain with them. Now we're going to go over some numbers, just in general, blockchain growth. In the last 12 months, the number of Cardano active addresses has increased by 96%. Sorry, not active, just normal addresses, 3.7 million. Well, the Ethereum has increased its addresses by around 38%, 83 million. So still a lot more in terms of numbers, but percentage-wise, 96% for Cardano, 38% for Ethereum. And the number of active addresses, active on Cardano, has decreased by 4% over the last 30 days, and Ethereum by 28%, almost 500,000. So things in a bear market do seem pretty glim, but a lot of Cardano addresses are staying active in comparison to Ethereum. It's a pretty good sign that people want to use the blockchain and they want a secure model, and they're going to stick to Cardano even in a bear market. NFT trading volume in general, as I said earlier, Cardano is the third largest marketplace if we actually had them being tracked by the analytics with NFTs. Some of them are working on it, some of them are getting there, but for the most part, Cardano is second or third place, right behind Ethereum and Solana, and that's with all chains combined. And there's still a lot more room to grow for Cardano, as things really just haven't been that crazy if we compare it to Solana or Ethereum. Looking at user growth for Cardano NFTs from April 29th to June 8th, Cardano's biggest marketplace, JPEG Store, reported that the number of unique wallets connected to its website increased by 50% in 40 days, and OpenSea only increased 10%. In 2021, it took 81 days for OpenSea to do the same, going from, such a low amount and adding up all of those. As you can see here by this graph, though, we have a long ways to go, and there's a lot more people who are already into NFTs and they will be coming to Cardano if it proves of good store value and if development keeps up on the pace that it is at right now. Per user, OpenSea versus JPEG Store, the average Ethereum wallet has traded 2.8x more than the average Cardano wallet in USD equivalent in the last 30 days. People are spending a lot more money over there on average compared to Cardano, but as I said, still room to grow. Just good data to have though in general, from the leading marketplace on all blockchains, which is OpenSea, compared to Cardano's leading marketplace, JPEG Store. Finally, the wrap up on Ethereum versus ADA. Can it overtake it? I don't really know, to be honest. I don't know why I asked the question in the video. Really, I'm just asking what you think and supplying the data, but ETH market cap is 8.4x higher. The number of active users is 6.3 times higher. The number of NFT unique addresses is 11.9x higher. The average NFT unique address trades 2.8x more in USD equivalent. Yet ETH NFT trading volume is only is not only, but it is 33.4% higher. Sorry, x higher than ADA. Meaning, even though these numbers are so small, these driving statistics of volume, you'd think the volume still is so much higher because people go to Ethereum, in my opinion, because they know that's where everyone else is. That's where Bored Apes are, that's where CryptoPunks are, and that's where the big sales have been done. So people go over there because it's kind of like a social trust thing. People use Ethereum and they have all their value in Ethereum, so they're going to go ahead and that's where they're first going to step in for mass adoption, or just for in general, especially with ad revenue. OpenSea and Ethereum does have a much more established foot in the ground there for getting people to come onto NFTs. However, this might not always be the case. Cardano has a lot of good things going for it with their EU to XO model, perfect for NFTs and dApps. Basically, compared to ETH, ADA transaction model is a no-brainer for scalability. You have multiple assets in one transaction. You have low and steady transaction fees. Not going to break the bank. Not going to spend $200 setting a transaction. And no fees are spent if the transaction does fail, which is a pretty huge thing for people who are coming to NFTs and don't have a bunch of money to just drop or just throw away into the abyss. As you can see here, 17 assets and the fee is 0.2 ADA. It's very low, especially now when ADA is only 50 cents. Now, in terms of mass adoption, and Cardano's marketplace is getting to that OpenSea level of getting people on board and in process of turning them from not so much NFT savvy to, hey, I just bought my first NFT. JPEG Store has added a lot of features for newcomers and also veterans alike, from offers to user profiles, notifications, NFT minting, traits, and price filtering. Basic things that marketplaces should have, but constantly JPEG Store is updating the marketplace and adding new features. And all the while, this is peer-reviewed and open source contract for JPEG Store's backend, and it's free for anyone to use or build off of. And it is a very good idea for an open source backend, in my opinion, to not only get other people to find bugs in your system and fix them, but make something that is going to be able to use across multiple marketplaces if so need be, and have other people given the chance to really make something of great quality if JPEG Store doesn't go to the next level. In my experience though, JPEG Store is an amazing marketplace, and it is one I will pick 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10 in this scenarios, and I really do enjoy it. JPEG Store is super easy to use. It is very similar to OpenSea in a lot of ways, which is good because OpenSea has some great UI, and I do think the team focusing on new features and all types of things every day and constantly working is a great experience for me. And also myself have been trying to help JPEG Store make some stuff, make some videos to onboard new users. So I do think that JPEG Store is going to be able to take it to the next level and onboard people from just non-crypto natives all the way to NFTs on Cardano first rather than Ethereum NFTs first. Another reason why Cardano NFTs could become the mainstream NFT marketplace or NFT kind of scenario is because of tools like CNT Jungle, OpenSea, huge analytics tools, and other tools that people are building similar to Ethereum, similar to Solana, that give you a lot of data for collections and track market stats to view trends and much more. These things are really important for a lot of people, especially people who are looking to make money in NFTs. That is going to be a majority of people coming to NFTs at first, at least, or a lot of people. So I do think this is an important thing to have, and having this will attract more people from other blockchains to come and check out Cardano because they can see the stats and other things that they can on their current choice of blockchain for NFTs. Also, yes, big names are coming to Cardano NFTs. We have Snoop Dogg, his son, we have Good Charlotte, all with Claymates, Bored Ape Yacht Club's largest holder, and a very known YouTuber for crypto is JRNY Crypto, involved with Space Buds. Supposedly, I don't know about that. I don't really know. And then also Real Marty Mar or Martin Lawrence releasing an own collection on Cardano, which is really cool with NFT Maker, and lots of other people around checking out Cardano NFTs. We also have key players Grayscale and Ledger integrating and increasing their holdings for Cardano. So really good things. Lots of people interested in Cardano, and a Ledger Live bridge is a lot of people, because if you can use Ledger Live and you just plug in Cardano, especially when we have NFT capabilities with Ledger, a lot of people will be, not so blockaded by the fact that you have to download another app on top of your Ledger, and will use Cardano directly in Ledger Live app to get NFTs. Along with all of this, if you think Cardano is slow right now or anything like that, we also have a lot of things coming, from input endorser upgrades that will make Cardano very, very fast, to the Vasil hard fork and all the things coming with that, diffusion pipelining to increase TX speeds, reference scripts, inputs, faster, cheaper, more complex smart contracts, inline datums with on-chain data storing capability, and much more. Will just be in general better user experience for any kind of dApp, including NFT marketplaces. But like I said earlier, and I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of room to grow here. We are very small. As you can see, Cardano's here. Cardano's here. This is the all-time highs. Billions of revenue up here, millions down here per week. And Cardano has been going up and down. We have had some peaks, but ultimately, a lot of progress can be made when new people, not only just from Ethereum, are coming to NFTs and choosing Cardano. Before I end the video, though, I just want to remind you, do your own research. None of this is financial advice. Yeah, don't invest money you can't afford to lose, and please be careful that you're not going to get scammed, or you're not just going to gamble away all your money, especially in NFT land. That is not that hard to do. So be careful, do your own research, have fun if you can. It is a bear market right now, things are pretty glim, but overall I do really believe in Cardano, and if I believe in Cardano, obviously I think Cardano NFTs as a store of value on a good blockchain, if Cardano's blockchain in general lives to be a really good blockchain that people use, NFTs are inherently going to be a large part of that. So that's the video for today. I do think that ETH NFTs will be overtaken, or can be overtaken, by Cardano as Cardano's market share creeps up, and people know, or people can use Cardano without even knowing it, and it's just the best experience to choose from. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace out.